Hello, this is Zeke777, and welcome back to Ars Nouveau. Today is episode 13, and we've got some stuff to do. First off, why are we down here again? Yeah, so we built this a few episodes ago. This is our smelter area, and we added a few things in here. We've got our mutton, baked potatoes, pork chop, and steak is empty. We also added in some black dye from wither bones, because we got, a few of those. And this one here, which is sand to glass. I have 0. How do I have 0 sand? Yes, that is what we're going to be working on today. Both the, solving this problem as well as the reason why. So over here in our warp hub, let's open this chest and let's go to, let's see, warp server hub. No. Warp perimeter. There we go. That's what we want. Yep, that's what we're working on today. So here we are in our perimeter. And you can see on the minimap there, I have a bunch of random chunks claimed. What those chunks are is slime chunks. So if we fly down here, you can soon see why we are out of glass and sand. And that is, I've been going through, and instead of actually flattening off everything by planting a million archwoods and, chopping them down, that whole thing, which takes forever, I decided let's just put glass on it. So we've got connecting black stained glass here, which is just made from glass, and is there one missing here? Of course there is. The one I land next to is the one we're missing. Nice. Yeah, so we've got a lot of black dye, which is just smelting wither bones. We had a bunch of glass, a couple thousand. We had even more sand, and it's all gone. Every last piece, all gone. And all I got done was that much of it. So probably not today, but we'll see. I want to fill this whole area in with the glass, mostly because when I was working in here, it is a pain trying to get around here because you have to climb up and down. Yes, I have step assist, but still, then eventually, yeah, you fall into this. I can't jump out of there. I can jump 2 blocks, go over here, and eventually you find yourself flying along and you end up getting stuck underneath bedrock. And then you have to blink out or ender pearl. Why is there a solid block? Yeah, so we're here. And like I mentioned on the map here, I have a bunch of chunks claimed here. These are all slime chunks that are within the perimeter. So we've got one chunk in the middle here, which is going to be where we're going to be AFKing, and then we have a bunch of slime chunks around it. Now, I'm probably not going to build in each of these slime chunks, but I can do 1, 2, 3 maybe here, a couple over here. Basically, I just want a few of them nearby. And ironically, I don't actually want these double chunks or the triple chunk. Because they're actually not going to work for this design. Okay, see what I said about falling and getting stuck? Yeah, I can't get out of here. Am I able to fly through here? No, I'm stuck. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so stuff like that is why I want the whole glass layer here. Ideally, I'd have just the whole thing flattened down to Y0, but that's going to be too much work, so we're not going to bother. Anyway, how is this going to work? What is the plan here? So F3G, we can bring up our chunks. So on the map there, this chunk right here is a slime chunk. If I were to start placing down any blocks that are spawnable, which is, anything that's not glass or bedrock really, slabs also will stop spawning, whatever blocks happen to have on me. If we walk far enough away, we will get some friends to join us here. Probably pretty quickly. Although walking this direction, that area is loaded now too, so maybe not as quickly as I'd hope. Go away. So anyway, spawning. So the plan is I'm going to build a bunch of slime spawning platforms, which is going to be a well-lit platform because they will spawn regardless of light level. And this whole area in this chunk is of course a 16 by 16. You know what else can be a 16 by 16? That's right, portals. So during our testing with the warp system, what we discovered is that warp portals are actually spawnable. Not the portal block itself, but more the block that the portal is on top of. So pretend this is not bedrock. If we have our warp portal right here, that block underneath there is still spawnable, even though there's, warp taking it up. So what we can do then is we can make very large platforms that are 16 by 16 and have a warp portal that is horizontal. If I hit F3G again, we can have a warp portal that is basically going to be mapping out this whole edge here, all the way around the chunk, all the way around, with spawnable area inside here. And what's going to happen then is because they spawn inside the portal, they're going to instantly teleport to wherever I please, which is going to be basically a trap in the middle there to have them fall down and either die as slimes. We're not going to need that much slime. Or Narslimus. So Narslimus is pretty simple. Narslimus is from Botania. It is a generating flower that basically, if a naturally spawned slime gets near it, it'll just instantly kill a slime and give you a whole bunch of mana. We've got a lot of spawn chunks here that I can activate all of them with them instantly teleporting and instantly dying, which means spawn cap is going to be pretty low because they're going to just be instantly turning into mana, and it's going to hopefully spawn stupidly quickly. Why do I need this? Honestly, I don't need it. I just kind of like the idea. Kind of as a personal goal, maybe fill up a ender pouch here, which yes is a double-sized ender pouch. Fill up that with Terrasteel mana rings. Why not? I don't really need it, but nothing's stopping me. And like I mentioned, these double chunks, they're actually kind of a problem. The reason for that is, you know, chunk is 16 by 16, so this is a 32 by 16. And the portals match regular vanilla nether portal dimensions, which max out at 23 by 23. So I can easily fit a 16 by 16 portal around each of these guys, the individuals. And these are probably, yeah, I'll probably do one here, 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 here. I kind of want to leave this middle section open. We'll get to that later. But I can basically only really use these individuals. In fact, this one here I may not be able to use because if I have an extra line of portal blocks around there, or portal frame blocks, which is just arcane stone, the problem is that that's a spawnable block. And so if I have the frame there, that might actually still spawn slimes. Why is this area over here lit up? There shouldn't be any lights anywhere. Go away. Go away. Anything? Is there lava down here? Ah. Go away. Don't want any lighting. And actually, it's kind of useful being here at night. I haven't been here for a while at night, but if you notice, there are a few things spawning. And as annoying as that is, it actually tells me, don't blow up, thank you, where these things are. So that's why I keep getting rid of the individual blocks, because they are still spawnable, even if it's just a single one. Break you as well. So I'm going to go around and kind of keep killing anything I see. Thank you. And using that to tell me where are things spawnable. There we go. Because I don't want anything, even just underneath glass, I don't want any hostile mobs in the spawn cap when I'm in here. The whole point of the perimeter is that nothing is spawnable. So you need to go away. Go away. Thank you. I think, yeah, so I'll work on this for a little bit. So I had mentioned that with the slime chunks here, I'm actually really glad that I don't have any slime chunks in this section. And the reason for that is if you look in the upper right hand corner there, you can see the biome that we're in is a river. So Archwood Forest here, river here. So at some point I need to go along and map out the actual boundaries of the river biome as opposed to the Archwood Forest biome, because river biomes are unique in that they can spawn drowned, as long as you have, of course, flooded area. So my plan is I'm going to see if I can make a drowned farm here as well. Once again, we don't really need the gold from them, because in this version they drop gold. Next version of Minecraft they drop, you know, copper, which will be useful when we get there, but we're not there yet. So I don't need the gold, but that is really the only way of getting things like tridents or nautilus shells. Now I, again, don't really have a use for those at the moment, but that's never stopped me from building a farm before. So there's kind of an extra bonus to this, and I'll probably build in some sort of logic redstone type thing for controlling whether or not we are getting the drowned along the middle path here, or if we're going to be getting slimes. And of course also then slimes, whether we want them as slime balls or if we want them as actual mana. So I like having options, and I like having a control room. That's kind of just a very satisfying thing to build. So that is, I think, what we're going to be working on. But before we get to all that, like I said, we've got a problem we need to sort out, and that is sand. We have no sand at all. That's a problem. What we do have, however, is we have the ability to quickly make circuits, as well as various automation things. So hopefully I have what I need. In fact, since I said that, I probably don't have what I need, but we'll see. We need, do I want basic spell turret? Yep, basic spell turret. We want one of you, and we need a redstone torch. And to be quite honest, that is the extent of what I need. Cool. Torch, and a turret. Yeah, that's it. Next up, what we need is a place to build this. And the reason I went down here is because this area here is going to always be loaded as long as I'm online. And that's definitely something I'm going to be wanting, because while I am outplacing thousands upon thousands upon thousands of glass, I need to be producing it. So this stuff is being made here. So I've got the black dye, I've got the glass, I need the sand generated here as well. And as it turns out, I have quite a bit of room, so I might as well do that here. This here, you are a portal over to Zacharias from when he was trying to be sneaky, like episode 3. But we've got all this space down here. I want to leave this open here for if I want to expand any smelting stuff on this side, because I did use my last available slot on this side without building another. Where do we want this? Where do we want this? I think over here is where I'm going to be having lines of ender chests for when I need them. You guys are just working away filling stuff. That is working fine. Yeah, notice I have glass and black dye in here. Just been pulling from my redstone chest. Anyway, over here, I think kind of roughly here-ish. So let's do a little bit of testing here. If I poke a hole in the wall right there, and this is not going to be where I'm going to build it, but we're just going to do some testing. Let's break a hole right there and have you flow out. And of course it's going to go straight down, and that is all happy. So let's instead make that go up like that, and let's put a block underneath here. That'll then spread to the sides, break you, and now we get a bit more lava. So let's now bump this back a little bit. And let's see what we can do if we make water flow down. Why not? Let's see, how can I do this? I guess just kind of putting it on top will work. There. I want, if I put water right here, it's going to flow down. Is it going to flow where I want it to though? Let's find out. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We need conjure water. Thank you. And we're just going to put you right there. Cool. So let's break that there. And now the problem is I've got my cobblestone on that side, and I would have much rather... First off, let's stop that. Thank you. Okay. I would rather have had the cobblestone be over here. I guess I can just flip that around, have it be a pocket of lava here, like, I guess like that. I think that'll work. Let's bucket you up and grab our lava back. You know what, I've got an extra bucket of lava here. Pick you, put you there. Okay, so let's pick this up again. Break. Grab our lava, and instead put it over on this side. Right there. There. Now, of course, we have a problem, and that is, what we noticed here is that it's going to break this whole thing. So we've got cobblestone all along here. My plan is I want to have a 3x3 of cobblestone be forming here. So it's not going to work like this. Instead, I think I need more lava, and that is, fairly simple. Just boom, 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 and let's break you. In fact, I can still do that with one source, so let's pocket this up. There we go. Flip to the sides, please. Okay, like that. Perfect. Now, unfortunately, it looks like what I'm wanting to happen is probably not going to happen the way I have this set up. And what I'm wanting is that I can get a full 3x3 of cobblestone to form at once. And that's not going to work. Because of course if I put water here, it's going to flow down, and what's going to happen is it's only going to be forming cobble at the top here. Just kind of demonstrate that. So if I have that flow, let's do there, there. Like that. There we go. We now have a 3 wide area. If I break underneath here for it to flow down, our problem is going to be when that flows out, we're just going to get 3 in a row. It's not what I want. It sometimes helps to ask yourself, why are you doing it a certain way? And what I realized was, what I'm doing was I was trying to have this all work with one turret casting a touch spell. And I realized there's no reason for that. I can just as easily have it do a projectile spell. And in that case, what I can do is have one kind of like a curtain of water with 9 source blocks of lava. So I'll have water come down the middle here, which will then turn all this to cobblestone, basically all at once. And if it's all 9 sources, then it's all going to be flowing out, it's all going to be touching water, and it's all going to turn. And once it does that, then I just need to cast a spell with projectile to go through the water instead of trying to have it be a turret directly touching it. So let me get the rest of the lava here, and then we can get that built. Alrighty, put the water in place, cap that off, wait for that, and worry because now we have lava going everywhere. No problem. Okay, so let's close this off here, because you're not supposed to be there. Okay, yeah, and let's go boom boom. That is not the right spell. I want a break spell. There we go, break you. Water go away. Break, 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 break. Perfect. And no more light. Let's fix that. Okay, so we now have ourselves cobblestone. So what are we going to do with this? So to begin with, you basically need projectile, crush, crush. That will turn 1 cobblestone into first 1 gravel and then into 1 sand. So instead of just being projectile, crush, crush, we of course need some area of effect on here. So we want that, put our crush back in, another area of effect. So far so good. Next up, we need to break this. And that's going to be a little bit more difficult because there's kind of a couple ways we can go about this. If I just break it in place, I won't have enough glyphs left to be able to hit pickup to be able to put it into a chest, which is, not ideal. So instead, I don't actually know what we're going to do. If I turn it into sand, it's worth noting that it'll then be affected by gravity and it will fall down. So that's one option. Let's actually let's take a look at that option. So if we go down a few blocks here, just open up both sides, thank you. Can I walk? Okay, if we have this like that and I grab myself some lights, we'll go boom, 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 boom. I have 5 lights there, and let's see if this works. So if I hit this and cast it, all falls down. Interesting. Aha. First problem. We just lost three of our lava into obsidian because the water flowed down faster. That is a problem. So let's start by pretending that the obsidian is not a problem, and let's see if we can redirect this water. So right now I have it flowing into the sides here. In the middle, that's still going to probably be an issue. If I break this, yes, the water is still not happy, it's still going to flow down. Okay, so cool, that did not solve it. Let's put you back, and let's try another idea. So next idea, which may or may not work, I don't actually know what I'm doing here. Let's break that, and let's put in some stairs. Makes sense. Now I'm curious if I close you off, are you going to flood? You might be flowing this direction. Okay, there you go. Flood everywhere. Cool. Let's close that up and let's get ourselves 3 buckets of water. Let's make a hole over here. And let's get our water back, please. Clear you. I want to touch create water. 1. Thank you. Let's do a quick little infinite source. Probably best. There we go. And 2 and 3. So if we waterlog these stairs now, I wonder if that will make it think that it's fine to continue flowing down there. I think it might. Okay. Now the side here, is that a problem? No, it's not, because we can go like this. Break you, and instead place you this direction. Same with you. That direction. Okay. With that, now it's not flowing down here. I don't want the lights to be here because I'll prevent that from falling. Is that going to work? If I break that. That seems to work. Excellent. Okay, let's go fix our lava. Let's see if we can do this without getting some lava on our heads. Break you, place you. You should then turn into cobble. Perfect. Same with you. Break you, place you. And break you and place you. Okay. Now, if we switch back to our nice little sand making spell, like that. Perfect. Not bad. Seems we're working. Now, down here, I'm actually curious if I put a rune down here. Oh, thank you. And let's get ourselves, let's see, I think I have it in my tools bag. Chalk. Do I see chalk anywhere? No, I do not. You're probably in, instead, my arcane automation bag. There we go. Runic chalk. Thank you. If I put these here, first off, are you within range of source? Probably not. We'll see. So, first test is, will that still break these into items? I think it should. No, it does not. Cool. Good to know. So, good to know, even if they are made permanent, they can still be broken by an item falling on top of them. So, that's cool. How about if I do something like... If I go down maybe one more layer? I don't have one more layer. Okay. I'm trying to avoid using a hopper hawk here, because they're kind of a one-size-fits-all solution, and that's kind of their benefit. Yeah, hopper hawk. So, yeah, we're just gonna go like that. We're gonna go prick you. I need underneath here. So if I have a hopper hawk there, I would have a chest here, which I don't actually need to access because it's gonna be a white, and a regular ender chest. Will that work? I think that'll work. Maybe replace you with something. If I put a stair here, is that going to cause a problem? I feel like it might. No? We're all good? Okay. Cool. Let's go grab an ender chest. And part of the issue here is I don't want these carbuncles to see it. We don't currently have a way of making them not able to see items near them. I would like them to focus on just what they're doing, which is moving items from here to here. Stay right there. But I don't want them wandering over here because A, I don't want them to get crushed by falling items, but I just want them to stay where they're doing. So hopefully this will be fast enough. Put you there, put a hopper hawk there, put a chest in front of it. I think that's it. So you are already linked. Let's take you out and throw you over to Zacharias. Go over there. You too. Okay, and then let's go back over to what we were doing, and our next step is the spell turret. So, already got one. Yay. Let's go over here, and I think I don't have a nice way of moving this, I think, is the problem. Like, I can't just redirect it. So if I stand here, is that going to be enough? Perfect. Cool. Now I could use a enchanted turret for this, but no. In fact, actually, I want a timer turret instead of a regular one. I think I have some timer turrets on me. No? Ah, here we go, 5. Okay. Out of here, zombie. That's not good. They keep trying to kill my villagers, which is not very nice of them. So our timer turret goes right there as well. You're facing that way. Cool. Let's grab ourselves a scribing table. Just one, please. pop you down and get ourselves a scroll as well. So scroll, I don't really care what color it is, so I'm just going to do whatever it happens to be. Grab you, write you to that. Cool, that works. Let's make you a little bit longer than that, please. 5 seconds for now. Good to know that 1 second works. And I believe that should just work. Seems to. Let's bump you back to 1 second. Why not? You working? I feel you should be going faster than that. Ah, yes. Hopper rocks like to not do work if the item stack size is changing. So basically what's going to happen is it's going to keep going until it gets about a full stack, and then it's going to just fill up the whole thing at once. So it works. And of course, no, it is not okay to do automation this way. We need to have it shut off. So compare to there and a Corporea crystal cube right here. And we are going to pick up some sand, which is probably filling my ender's chest at this point. Thank you. 0 sand because we don't have it hooked up yet. Let's grab a Corporea spark. One of you, please. And slap you on. I feel like we should have more than 0. Are we actually linked? Let's grab our Wand of the Forest, which is right here. Okay. And question, are you linked to anything? You are linked. Now we have 0. Should be a lot more than 0. So this little carbuncle here is kind of looking at me like, I don't know what to do with that. Which is weird, because he should. Let's just kind of throw everything in here. Because it's starting to back up, which is a little troubling. Okay, you can grab things finally. Yes? Okay. Actually keeping up? Okay. So the cube downstairs should immediately figure out, hey, I've got more than 1. Therefore, it will start blocking the turret. Which on its own would actually work. I'm not sure why he was stuck there for a moment. I think just there's too many items coming in, and I think he was actually seeing items floating here, which was then kind of throwing him off. I think that'll work. However, I don't want this to be based off of 1. I think if I base that off of 1,000, it should be fine. And I think 1024 over here was a signal strength of 11. So let's go ahead and grab a analog lever. Just one of you, please. Thank you. And let's go ahead and I think I need an extra block for that. Boop. There. Lever right there, and some redstone dust, of course. Which is a redstone bag. One of you. Pop you there, and bump you up to 11. 10, 11. Cool. We now have our sand situation sorted out, which is then going to get our glass situation. We've already smelted up 200 some, and finished filling up my bag here, which is half empty. So that's filling up. You've got sand again, so you're happy. You over here are getting us that, and I think we've got a working system. And I think part of the problem is we're just not able to keep up. So I've got 2 carbuncles here now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump you out of the way. And my frame rate right now, I have to apologize, is terrible, probably from all the sand and everything moving around. Pop you there. You should still be able to see what you're doing. Okay, so let's get this whole thing emptied out so the sand generator will finally stop again. Yeah, we're already down to 200 here, but we should be close to our 1,000 sand that we need. Or 1,000 glass, rather. You working? Yes, slightly. We're getting there. Alrighty, with that, I think the sand generator is completely online. We're almost to 1,000 here. Should be hitting that pretty soon. And over here we have already hit our 1024 glass, so that's done smelting too. So I think just a couple more rounds of this and it will finally be done and my frame rate will go back to something reasonable. There we go, that's online. And you stopped. Perfect. So this is a fairly large project. We are making progress, but it's definitely going to be a multi-episode thing. Just right now I'm only laying down the glass on the bottom here, which honestly is kind of a waste of time now that I think about it, but whatever, it'll make it look cooler. We can look on the map here. We've got the whole top area here, a few chunks along this side. So basically I've got, let's see, that's 19 chunks long, 2 deep there, and then same distance over here. So kind of going 2 chunks at a time. We'll see how long this actually takes me. It'll be, like I said, probably quite a while. But it's going to be multiple episodes to get this whole project done. One thing is that Minecraft 1.18 is now out, along with Forge 1.18. So I do know from talking to Bailey that the plan is that we will be eventually updating to 1.18 for the mod, and along with that we'll probably be updating the server. So not entirely sure the actual timeline on that, but it'll probably be a few weeks. I think Bailey said it'll take him to just even get the porting of it done. So we'll kind of see how it goes. For now though, we are going to keep going along with this and we're going to see what we can get done. Like I said, I would like to have big slime farm, really just kind of see if I can do it. Because it's, like I said, a very large project. But I'm happy with it. It's like I said, it's coming along. But I think we're going to call this for an episode here. I'm going to be working kind of off camera a lot between episodes as well as kind of between clips. And we're going to see how much we can get done on this whole thing. So, thank you for watching. And bye-bye.